While I let my computer reboot, I want you to go back and watch this video. Two things come up for me when I listen to this young woman tell her story. So if you didn't watch the video, I'll give you a brief synopsis. This young lady tells a story about how her dad took her in the middle of a snowstorm to an open parking lot area where she could learn skills to getting herself in through ice and snow as a young driver, giving her in safe, controlled ways to be able to save herself in the event that she is in the elements and cannot manage herself. And she said she recounts the stories to friends, and friends were like, your dad put you in a very precarious position. He's not giving you, that was terrible that he put you at risk like that. And the girl goes, no, this is what dads are for. Dads are to show us in a controlled environment what the limits are, how to build and take care of ourselves, and how to prepare us for circumstances and situations that, yes, may be scary, but are absolutely within our control if we are ready and trained, right? And I often have said we don't think about as parents, or what some of these new parents that I am around a lot, right, are always so bubble wrapping their babies and keeping them away from danger in the world that they're not preparing them to live in the world. Prime example, my daughter's now 17, but last year when she was learning how to drive, she got her license almost 1 year, and literally she just left the house to go grab a snack, and she's like, I said, it's icy out there, be careful. And she goes, the car always thinks it's icy out there. And we have the safest car on the road. We have a Subaru Ascent, and I promise you it is the safest car on the road. I love that. This is not endorsement, but it could be. And so when my daughter learns how to drive in that car, in the snow, in the rain, in the darkness, in the light, on ice, her first night driving by herself after getting her license was to the formal dance at her school in a snowstorm. And she was late, but she got home safe because she knew how to drive in the snow. Because when I learned how to drive, I went to a private high school. And so you either learned how to drive either by a driver school, or you learned how to drive in summer school. So I learned how to drive in summer school. So my favorite weather conditions are 75 and sunny. But since we live in Chicago, it is not always 75 and sunny, meaning that you need to be prepared for all options available. So kudos to her dad for getting her into being prepared. It's the same thing that I wanted for my daughter, so that she did not get out there and have to learn by herself, that she could learn in this controlled environment, but definitely learn in the elements, learn in the snow, learn in, it is negative temperatures right now across the country in places where it normally does not snow and it normally is not cold. And I'm seeing a lot of people who are not necessarily prepared. And so let this be a lesson unto you that it is so good to sometimes, with training wheels, teach your children how to manage and maintain themselves. As she gets ready to go to college, I know that the guardrails that I've placed for her will help her from going into the gutter. Hope that helps. And one more piece. My favorite part is that parents my daughter has the ability to drive a lot of places that I guess her friends don't, right? Or she has access to the car a lot more than her friends do, simply because I know I want my child to A, be safe, B, that she's not going to be, drinking and driving. I know that my child is responsible as well as safe on the road. I know exactly how safe my kid is on the road. I trust her driving. And oftentimes when parents will say, oh, hey, my daughter or my son is going with your daughter or going with you guys, I will clarify and have clarified to parents, no. Your daughter is going to go travel with my daughter to that thing, to that basketball game, to that football game, to that whatever. Are you comfortable with that? Because I'm not going. And I had one parent ask me recently, she goes, can she drive? And I was thinking to myself, what? Yeah. So again, this is why it's important for parents, especially us teenage parents, to get our kids out there, give them the opportunity to get the practice under their belt. That's the only way they're going to learn.